Hi to all. In this video, we will cover the equivalent annual annuity and how to choose between two projects when the two projects have unequal lives. So we have learned MPV, we have learned IRR, but if the projects have unequal lives, then it would not be appropriate to use the tools we have learned before, right? So the way to deal with this situation is, well, we want to, in one way or the other, to make the two projects comparable before we can use the MPV or before we can use one of these tools. The equivalent annual annuity is one approach to deal with this situation, and it looks like this. First, we calculate the MPV just in the same way we have always done. So let's say that um, the discount rate is 5%. That's what we are told. And now we already know we're experts getting the NPV. We just give Excel this rate, and then we just give Excel all the values of the future cash flow. So Excel is getting the present value of these uneven stream of cash flows, and then we add the initial investment, which is negative. So we are subtracting the initial investment. We get the net present value here, and then we can do the same. If we lock the discount rate here, we just need to scroll to the right, and we will get the present value of the second project. But let's keep in mind this project ends here. Of course, this is not affecting our NPV. Now, we have this, but it would be difficult to compare between these two projects if you had to choose. Well, MPV is here 30,600 and it is here 38,400. Now, in this project, you are waiting less, but you're investing $50,000, and then your investment is only for then you will receive cash flows for the next 4 years. Here you're investing $100,000, and then you are receiving cash flows which are comparable to the ones you're receiving in Project B, but you're receiving them for 6 years. So which of the two projects is better? So one way to do this is we're going to spread the net present value throughout the life of the projects. So we are going to convert this net present value into an annuity. And then we will have an annuity with a duration of 6 years. And once we have that annuity with a duration of 6 years, we will compare the two annuities and we will see which one of the two annuities is greater. So the equivalent annual annuity, the way to basically get this is we will just use our formula, which is payment, and then we give Excel this discount rate, which is 5%. Number of years, now we want it to be 6, which is the longer of the two projects. And then the PV will be negative this NPV value. Now, future value, we will ignore that, and then 0, which is end of period. And there we go. And I'm going to move this here. And then let's do the same thing here. Payment, the rate is 5%. Then the number of periods, once again, before this was only a 4-year project. Now we are converting it into a 6-year annuity. The present value will be negative, the net present value of this project B, and then future value is 0, or you ignore it, then 0, the type is 0. So what we have done is rather than having this MPV, which tells us very low because this MPV is coming or these MPVs calculations are coming from projects with unequal lives. We have converted this MPV into an annuity, and now this annuity is a 6-year annuity, and this annuity is a 6-year annuity, and this 6-year annuity is equivalent. Um, in time value of money terms of present value to the initial MPV, right? And the same thing here. But now these are two 6-year annuities. So now we can directly compare the two and we can see that project B has something that is the equivalent annual annuity that is greater, and we can decide, or we can make a sound financial decision by saying, well, project B is the project of choice. Okay, thank you so much for your attention. I hope this was helpful, and it's actually quite simple to get the equivalent annual annuity.